Okay, we got a question. Let's hear some talk on what's going on in New York and Michigan with their Muslim mayors. How do you feel about that?
If he's a real Muslim.
How do you feel about that? We are comforted that God has all things in his control, but should this concern us? I was thinking about this, and I think it's when you have, like it used to be in the world where everyone had their own group of people, right? Like you didn't have a lot of immigration. Everyone just kind of like, you had your tribe and everyone kind of thought the same. And now because it's a global world and everyone's moving everywhere, you have all these different cultures mixing together. So it makes sense you're going to have this happen, and it's going to cause a lot of problems.
If he's a real Muslim. I mean, he seems to be more of a communist than a Muslim.
That's going to cause problems too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
or more so.
Yeah.
Do you know where he stands on issues? Have you followed that a bit?
A little bit. I don't know where he stands on every issue, but he's a professing Muslim. But some of his stuff on like universal basic income is just
huge issue.
Yeah, just communism.
Huge issue.
It's just communism.
And he wants to get all the grocery stores in New York under
public. Make it all public. Like the bottom's gonna drop out of the barrel if you're gonna be going toward communism or Islam, either way. But
how do you think it's possible something like that gets elected in the first place? Like what's happening in culture? Because I think it's a kickback.
Uninformed, mostly. I think most
you
people
think so?
Yeah, mostly.
I always wonder that too. I think even in our country in Canada, and there again, I could see that, people would not be in favor of some of the conservative policies or just be fearful or like the idea of socialism. But a lot of people are still fiscally pretty prudent.
Well, I think everyone under 40 is uninformed. They haven't experienced communism at all or in a world
and they haven't really read about it. They don't even know what the tenets of communism are.
Exactly.
Right?
So, but then also the cost of living is higher than ever. And the government hasn't done a good job of making sure there's jobs and, a good economy and all those things like that. So I think it's a response to that.
All animals are equal. Some are more equal than others.
Yeah, that's right.
Pigs.
Two legs.
Two legs are good.
4 legs bad.
Should it concern us?
Yeah, I think it should. Yeah.
Why?
Because I think the ideologies that are in conflict with Western values are becoming more and more prevalent to the point where they're, walking into places of power and influence. So if right now we say, well, that's New York City, which is massive. You think about that. Like that's the financial hub.
Size of Canada.
Yeah, right. But
crazy. And
what it represents, New York City, is massive. And to have that governed by an ideology, I mean, I'm assuming the man's ideology don't really line up with, freedom and the pursuit of happiness. I think you're in for a lot of trouble. And if that's going to influence the West, it'll get to Canada real quick. If it's not already here.
It's already in Canada. Yeah. I mean, see how the cities are run here. So,
I guess I look at it like they're just basically voting in everything that's been voted in federally already in the U.S. The idea of, especially fiscally, right? The idea, people would say, "Oh, we're not communists," but like the idea of spending way beyond your means ad nauseum with no intent of ever getting your fiscal house in order. Well, it's already happening. Yeah. Which is why gold is skyrocketing while, a lot of other things are crashing. It's like the idea of like, hey, people have the faith of the US currency is a large part, the bulk of our economic system that all of us have is fiat currencies. Yeah. And so I look at it when it's a big city like New York, which is probably a very left-leaning state, I would assume in general.
Yeah, generally.
Buy Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh, shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
I invited you here. You shut up.
Bitcoin is tanking, eh? Like it's down.
Yeah, it's just another...
It's
a gimmick.
It's a gimmick?
I think it is another gimmick. I mean, I own Bitcoin, but it's just a gimmick.
Okay.
You do like
You're a gimmick.
Right. I like trying those things, but...
Mailbag question. We're switching topics here.
Wow, that's an abrupt face.
That's how Kyle is. Next
I got bored. Half the listeners are bored too.
Right now. Item number 3. Keep going.
Anything else you guys want to add to
that?
No,
we're good. This is very fun. I'm glad I have somebody that's on my side. I feel quite outnumbered when it's just me against Kyle.
You know what it feels like here? Communism. like you're running everything.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.